Maintaining cybersecurity is a challenge for all organizations. Traditional reactive approaches are no longer a sufficient tactic. A more proactive and adaptive approach is necessary. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, or NIST, recommends adopting continuous monitoring and real-time assessment as part of a risk assessment framework to defend against known and unknown threats. The scope of cybersecurity has expanded in recent years to address a larger aspect of an organization. This includes business protection against cyber attacks and data breaches, protection for data and networks, prevention of unauthorized user access, protection for end users and endpoint devices, regulatory compliance, business continuity, and improved confidence in the company's reputation and trust. In this enterprise series, I interview various providers to share the IT products and services which I hope to be valuable to you. Today, I speak to Dr. Prakash Christiansen from Vulsan X on cybersecurity, a topic that we hear almost every day, a continuous concern for many IT managers. Many of us always ask, how will it not impact me negatively? Let's hear from him. Hi, good morning, Chris. How are you?
Hi, Albert. Good morning to you.
All right, good. So today we are very happy to have a special guest with us, Dr. Prakash Christiansen, formerly known as Chris. And today we're going to talk about something that's very, very close to us, very important, very urgent sometimes, is cyber security. All right, so welcome, Chris.
Thank you for this invitation. I'm very excited actually to share a little wisdom that I have in this space of cyber defense.
Okay, great. So take it over, Chris.
All right. Thank you, Albert. So hi, good day to the listeners. And also thank you, Albert, for this opportunity again. So today I'm going to be very crisp in my, I would say the CEO pitch, like what Albert is saying. I'm going to talk about my company, Vulsan X. I'm the founder of the company, and in our company we are specializing in the cyber defense solution. So why you realize that I don't use cybersecurity? Because cybersecurity, if you see, it's a huge topic, right? And why I'm a firm believer in the cyber defense, because we're actually defending from the threat vector. So that's the reason why I tend to use the cyber defense as my preferred word when it comes to the cybersecurity space. So today I'm going to share a little bit about my company and also a specific technology which I call as the Invisiron Cyber Defense technology. It's originated from Singapore. The inventor of the solution is Dr. Johan from Sweden. So we are a distributor in Malaysia, and since 2019 we have been working with a lot of MNCs, GLCs in Malaysia, and also including SME to make the clients to use this technology. So before I start, Vulsan X is a homegrown Malaysian breed organization. We do have our own command center in Seremban. We have a dedicated self-built command center, and this is how we service our client. Now, if you realize that I didn't use SOC, so SOC is like a kind of like an old term for me, because Security Operations Center, it need to act in a way where you need to stop the threat vectors coming into the organization's environment. Now, the command center is a term that we use in our company because the Invisiron is a 100% automated cyber mitigation technology. It means there is no human being being involved in the solution itself. So further to that, this technology stealth. This technology are deployed 100% out of the environment. That is the key differentiating factor, which I'm going to share with you in a while. So apart from that, our company also does consulting and a lot of other cybersecurity related services like a penetration testing, breach assessment, forensics, and the whole 9 yard of the cybersecurity space. So Albert, can I share my screen, Albert?
Yes, please.
So basically, the new way of cybersecurity, it's supposed to work automatically, because today the threat vectors are originated from scripts, originated from automatic machines doing the attack, no more human being. So how could you fight a war, a cyber war, when the machines are initiating the attack and you're putting a human being? So it doesn't match, right? So that's the reason why we need to put a machine to fight the machine. So that is the whole analogy I'm trying to make here. So Invisiron, I would say that it is a machine versus machine kind of technology, right? So it is a fully automated solution, could be catered from the SME to the MNC. It doesn't matter. There is a different layers of technology that we can be deployed. And obviously, this solution is also an automatic plug and play system. That means you don't really need to have a high-end IT security knowledge or networking knowledge for you to deploy the solution. With this new norm today, restriction of traveling, right? We have many use cases. We just deploy this solution to our client's office and the IT guy just go in, use our instruction and just plug and play. Apart from that, this solution is also a high availability system where you can have a redundant system as well. So let me just go directly to the architecture of it. This both incoming and outgoing traffic will be monitored or mitigated. So usually, right, only the incoming traffic are mitigated from the ISP to the network. But now with this technology, we actually have the second chance. Whatever threats are being originated from the internal network, we just try to establish a CNC connection to the internet, are also now being mitigated. And in this done again, seamlessly without any human being, and all these are visible through a dashboard system that we have created. And
it sounds great,
of course.
Chris. So very worried about my internal system, my data center within my parameter. What are you doing? What interference or what are the connectivity you need to come in and do it within my data center? It's something that my IT network guy need to be very much involved and concerned of.
Not really, because you see, the conventional way of deploying a solution, right, is they try to meddle with the internal network, where you try to be part of the firewall or part of the switch or the core switch or the router, right? And this creates a lot of gaps or a lot of problems with the IT people, because they need to make a further configuration to the existing perfectly running system. So the moment you start sitting outside of the network, it means after your modem, right, you basically not touching the data center network. So whatever traffic coming into the data center is like having a clean traffic. So the Invisiron solution will do a DPI, deep packet inspection, and do the whole various analysis without any compromisation on the speed. That is another differentiating factor here. So you see, it's like putting a water filter outside your house. You see, the moment you have water filter, right, your water pressure goes down, right? In this situation, your speed doesn't get compromised. We have solution, we have clientele who runs at a 1 gig per second throughout. It's a huge data center. And again, we don't even compromise that. So back to your question, yes, it is vital to be out of the network and don't disturb the internal infrastructure. Number one, not to create any issues or complications. Number two, something is very sensitive to put a device in the internal environment. So there's the two main reasons why the solution is being designed such.
Okay. So yeah, so let's keep it simple and to the point. I think how do you compare? There's so many products there in the market, right? And how do you compare your product and your services to other bigger boys out there? And what would the additional value that customers will get?
Tons of solutions out there in the market. But what differentiates from us than the other solutions? Simply because the whole mitigation parameters or mitigation boxes that we have created into the technology is state of the art, number one. Number two, the stealth mode. This device doesn't carry any IP address or MAC address. That makes it a very, very unique value proposition. So the external hackers will never be able to find out there is a solution which is being deployed in the environment or to even to cripple this particular device. Number two. Number three, we are in Malaysia. The support is in Malaysia. The command center is in Malaysia, and we have footprints in Malaysia. So it's a value proposition that is an international technology in Malaysia, localized in Malaysia. So that is the other things that I'm trying to say. And of course, if you see from the slide, from the screen, we even have DDoS mitigation, whether it's a volumetric or ICMP, it doesn't matter. We are able to mitigate any type of DDoS attack on the run. You don't need to stop the network to do the mitigation. You can just, somebody can just trigger a DDoS attack to a client, to a target, and you don't need to worry. You can still sleep peacefully.
Good. I think I like the what you just said is stealth mode, so that the attackers wouldn't know that you are actually watching them. And also, exactly. Yeah, and also to something that's very important to most of the CIO is the presence, right? You mentioned you are a local company, you have presence directly in Malaysia, and you are very close. When you have issue, you're very close to support the customers. I think that's very, very good. Yeah.
The relationship and the response is one of the key fundamental factors that keeps us afloat in this market today, because we tend to be we tend to establish a good relationship with the client because we are here and it's a local face.
Okay. So can you give us some context, Chris, about the deployment requirement, the size and the target customer base that you're looking at now?
Well, if you see here, I'm going to just quickly go through, right? We have three types of customers that we are looking for. Number one, an SME business. Somebody who has like a 5 to 10, 15 computers in the environment. And this solution could be a perfect fit. And of course, it's not going to cost them a bomb because there is no ongoing hardware cost. It's a one-time purchase, and you just need to commit for a CTI, Cyber Threat Intelligence license every year. And same goes to this, the medium-sized organization, an S4000 device. Again, you just buy one-off device and you just pay for the CTI license every year. So your ongoing cost, right, is very, very less, right? So, and it's so affordable that an organization from an OpEx point of view, you're just paying for the license to ensure that this device brains are always at the highest level as possible. And again, this S6000 device is for the DDoS. This is for the data center use, much more bigger. Again, the same principle. Again, you just buy the device once and the licensing fee will incur every year. So your cost over a year, it will drop significantly when you have a holistic 360-degree cybersecurity solution.
So people will invest this appliance once as a capex, and there's a subscription of the licenses, right? That include your services from Vulsan X to ensure that you are helping things be monitored.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Very good. That allows a company to scale accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. And if you see, just going to quickly show you some interesting. So this is our command center, by the way, in Seremban. And this solution is another value proposition I would like to show is we actually got our common criteria certification from Cybersecurity Malaysia. And this is internationally recognized, be it an MNC or an international company, you can still use this as one of the key strengths that we have gone through the stringent quality requirement of a common criteria.
Okay, right. So Invisiron is the product, right? Vulsan X is the company that provides the service.
Yes, you're right. We are the distributor in Malaysia and provide the service to our clients. We do have assigned resellers in Malaysia where they also sell the solution to the clients.
Okay. Are you able to give some indication of cost?
Yeah, it only depends on how many years of CTI they need and what kind of services they would like to render. You see, in some instance, right, some clients they say, Chris, can we have the whole thing? We would like to do the monitoring. We would like to do the checking. So we give them this dashboard, this access, what we call a threat commander. So they buy this whole backend solution. They can have their own SOC or command center in their environment. And if they don't want to, right, then we will take over and we'll provide the service to them. Again, as I told you, there is no human being intervention. The whole reason why we have the command center at the back is to give the customer a peace of mind. In the event there is some kind of critical event, right, then at least we can call the customer and say, hey, look, there was some critical event, no action required, but we're telling you that something happened. And you may need to do something in your environment so that we can stop this attack from coming in further. Yeah, but mitigation done. No, there's no issue on that.
That's very good. Yeah, I think you mentioned the use of technology over technology. That's what we need now, right? Less human interaction, leave of human to do more interesting stuff, and leave all the laborers and also high traffic monitoring back to the system themselves, right? Let them help us.
Very quick one, Albert. You know, today to find a cybersecurity consultant and expert, it's a nightmare. So I think having a machine to replace that, I think is a perfect time.
Spot on. So we engage you, we get two in one.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. So again, let's recap your services and why you think clients need this now, and why the client would be very much interested to talk to you.
Well, I think the digital revolution in the whole world picking up, especially you talk about Industry 4.0 and all those digital transformation and stuff like that. Everybody would like to be in the game. And when this thing is coming, right, clients tend to jump into the bandwagon so quickly without overlooking the risk behind it. So today, at this juncture, right, the cyber threat landscape has grown exponentially. We don't want to wait until the threat hits you and then you take action. It's always a best practice from a C-level point of view to take a proactive approach before anything bad happens, before the impact happens, right? Why don't I consider having a peace of mind solution so that I know that if somebody were to attack my company, we have a guy called Invisiron there watching me 24/7. So that is the pitch here, which I'm trying to say.
Good. That's very, very good, Chris. Have a peace of mind, and also that the technology leaders can go and sleep more peacefully at night, right? And leave the worries to your intelligence system, to your robots to work.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Last pitch, Chris. Anything you want to share to your to the audience here, and as in why right now is the right time to invest? In fact, you know, if I talk to many companies, it's not a choice anymore, right? Not a choice anymore, exactly. Right? And
it's no more an option. I think today it's already become one of the to-do things in the budget review, because the risk ain't anymore on the human being. The risks are actually on the digital domain or digital vertical. The risks are in the technology vertical, and it's the highest level now. So every day we are seeing news, people are getting hacked, being compromised. So there's no other better time to invest one time, solid technology now, and get over the fear. So that is my last statement to the listeners.
Okay, very good. So thank you very much, Chris, for the insight of the product and your company and your services.
Right? Yep, sure. Thank you.
So thank you. So guys, so this is where I think it's good to listen from the expert who have been in the field for the last many years. We cannot focus a lot on this technology. It's a must-have, or it's not a technology per se. It's actually a service, a mandatory service, essential service, right? That's what we like to call it nowadays. Something that you can consider. And if you like to talk to Chris more, you will find the information below in my YouTube channel here, and or you can contact me to how to reach out to Chris. Okay, Chris, that's all for today.
You,
Thank you so much.